Dirty Dan. I don't know what you mean. I'm Dirty Dan.
It's absolutely amazing.
I'm Dirty Dan.
Whoa, Dirty Dan.
I drank a lot of juice as a kid.
Picture it. You're in middle school, and the morning has been dragging on. That lunch bell finally rings as you open up your snack box. After struggling to stay awake all morning, you reach for that manna from the heavens and pull out a container that holds as much sugar as a half pint of ice cream. It's juice time, baby! While many coasted through childhood in a veritable sugar haze, it turns out all the fruit punches, apple juices, and colorful elixirs we were throwing back in the cafeteria didn't always have our good health in mind. But how can drinks that taste vaguely like fruit be bad for us?
This is classic lunchbox juices that almost killed us. So, yeah, I wanted to look at this shit because I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna hold you. I was drinking a lot of juice as a kid, so I'm like, let me see something.
Well,
Let me see. Oh, that's what I'm saying. Almost killed. That's what I'm saying. That might be a stretch. Maybe that's just, you know how niggas be doing shit for like, damn it, I was making all the shots. I guess I'm getting kind of fried. But yeah, I drank a lot of juice as a kid, so I'm gonna see if any of these hoes are on the list.
today the juice is loose as we chug down all the lunchbox juices that were trying to kill us. But before we drink to that, why don't you slam down that subscribe
Why don't you hurry up?
For now, can someone open this for me? I always wind up breaking the straw.
This nigga
Ever
about to give us
since
a
lemonade
history
was introduced to
of
Italy
juice.
from the Middle East in the 16th century, people have loved the idea of sipping on juice. But aggressively sugary juice drinks that feature little to no fruit juice didn't begin dominating the lives of children until the 1970s. And then all the way through the 90s and
Was the Hawaiian Punch nigga a nigga?
juice. But
Like, was that a hat or was that his hair? Was he a nigga?
aggressively sugary juice drinks that feature little to no fruit juice didn't begin dominating the lives of children until the 1970s. And then all the way through the 90s and beyond. Studies have shown that the high sugar content, color dyes, and artificial sweeteners present in many children's juice drinks have contributed to obesity, type 2 diabetes, hyperactivity, and
Diabetes.
of course, scores of dental cavities. The Food and Drug Administration has strict rules about what is allowed to be called juice and what isn't. If a product
Because back in the day, nigga, we drank a whole lot of drink. I had juice, but like, I remember having a whole lot of drinks. You know what I'm saying? The shit we were drinking was so much sugar and like colorings and dyes, you couldn't call it juice, nigga. It was dead ass drink.
wants to call itself 100% fruit juice, that claim must be true.
Hey, WHEB.
Anything less must be labeled as drink, beverage,
That's what I said, drink. Nigga, we had orange drink, grape drink, red drink, strawberry flavored beverage, nigga, watermelon flavor. Nigga, they had drinking beverage. We had drinking beverages. We didn't really get juice till like you had food stamps, nigga.
or cocktail. And what's more, the actual juice percentage as well as any added ingredients have to be
Wait, and Arizona is only 10% juice. What's the rest? The rest of it's like, what the fuck? What is the rest of Arizona? And I feel like I just had one of these bitches last week. He said some niggas are crack babies. If crack couldn't kill us, juice ain't shit. Nah, that ass. He said, man, fuck you mean, bro.
clearly listed on the list.
Yeah, this is the shit that's probably harmful for, the good community, the wholesome cauliflower commander community. You know what I'm saying? This is the shit that's just in the hood, but I want to see what was so bad to them. The shit that we used to drink on the regular was like detrimental to them. And I was like, so let me see.
Label.
Let me see
Seriously, you do not want to mess around with the juice police. Brands can sometimes circumvent these regulations by getting
Sunny
cutesy
Delight.
with their labeling. Like Sunny D, for instance, uses marketing that focuses on vitamin content and real fruit imagery, while never actually claiming to be fruit juice. And in fact, the high sugar contents undermine any actual health benefits.
Wait, so what is Sunny D? It's not actually juice, but it's not actually orange juice. It's drink. It's a beverage.
and you'll find that's not an isolated incident in the juice biz. The originator of this juicy
Orange
trend
drain.
can be traced back to the late 19th century, when Thomas Bramwell Welch created a new process for pasteurization. This new process prevented grape juice from fermenting into wine, a process Welch hoped he could convince his local church to use as a substitute for communion wine. While that didn't end up panning out, his innovation was used to create Welch's Grape Juice Company in 1893, which struck purple gold during the temperance movement as a non-alcoholic alternative. Other brands would soon jump on this trend, like Mott's Apple Juice in the early 20th century. But it wasn't until the 1950s when Kool-Aid revealed its eye-catching Pitcher Man commercial that marketing firms had the aha moment of selling juice directly to children, and they never looked back.
For the very best drink you ever made.
Despite the popularity juice drinks saw throughout the 20th century,
Kool-Aid.
pediatricians in the 1990s began pushing back against these sugary drinks, with parents joining the fray. By 1997, Americans were consuming billions of gallons of juice annually, and children under 12 were chugging more than their fair share. As childhood obesity and food allergies began to arise, the American Academy of Pediatricians undertook.
I'm learning
so
a lot.
while their heydays may have passed,
I'm about to say, yeah, let's get to the juice list. I'm learning too much. Okay, Sunny D.
Before it was Sunny D, 1963 knew the familiar bright orange beverage as Sunny Delight. According to their website, two Florida dads named Howard Dick and Phil Grinnell saw what orange
Who?
juice was like. Two Florida dads named Howard Dick and Phil Grinnell saw what orange juice was doing and said, we can make it better. Using water,
Okay.
fruit juices, citric acid, sweeteners,
niggas
sodium, and
invented
high
Sunny D.
fructose corn syrup, they made a drink they were sure kids would. Citric acid, sweeteners, sodium, and high fructose corn syrup, they made a drink they were sure kids would love. And
Why high fructose corn syrup though, nigga?
while it was marketed as a healthier alternative to soft drinks, in reality, it contains only 4 to 5% fruit juice, while the rest is sugary syrup. Since it can't legally
Right.
call itself fruit juice, Sunny D is technically classified as a soft drink. But whatever was in it, the kids went gaga over it. Sunny Delight gained massive popularity in the 1990s as advertising campaigns squeezed.
And the thing is, that shit is not even refreshing. You ever actually drink Sunny D after? Like, you need some water or something else. Something with water in it. If you ever have to drink something, I never had to like drink Gatorade and be like, ooh, man, sure could use some water right after. Nigga, that's not normal. When Gaga, that gotta be a white saying. Come on, man. Look at the people that's advertised in these. We couldn't afford shit like this, bro. We was drinking like we didn't even drink like the on brand Kool-Aid packets back in the day, my nigga. So you know who this is marketed to, of course. That's their saying. You know, like that old commercial. I always think about it when I forgot what commercial it was, but she was like, "Who are you calling a cootie queen? You lint liquor." Yeah, you know, white people got they got their sayings.
The airwaves with ads decrying normal drinks like OJ and purple stuff for that golden, tangy Sunny D.
Let's see, we got soda, purple stuff. Oh, Sunny D, all right.
Oh, Sunny D, all right. Basically the same sugar health wise. Yeah.
By 1998, Sunny Delight was one of the most popular soft drinks in the UK, second only to Coke and Pepsi in sales. So popular.
Has anybody ever seen Sunny D frozen? I never seen nobody like ever put that bitch in the freezer and then it freeze. I don't think Sunny D can be frozen.
In fact, that in 1999, a 4-year-old girl's skin turned orange from drinking over 1.5 liters of it a day. As the years went on, so did the release of new flavors, such as orange strawberry, orange mango, orange peach, fruit punch, blue raspberry, lemonade, and orange pineapple. Sunny D saw multiple rebrands since its introduction, including replacing the word delight with a simple D. They saw a 30% rise in sales after their acquisition by Harvest Hill Beverage Company in 2017. After negative publicity in 2009, the drink was reformulated in the UK with 70% fruit juice and no artificial ingredients or added sugar. But perhaps its most successful reboot was when Sunny D introduced a vodka seltzer line in 2023.
Nigga, they have vodka seltzers?
with their familiar orange taste, zero sugar, and a smooth
Pause.
seltzer line in 2023 with their familiar orange taste, zero sugar.
What the fuck? This nigga just skeeting out seltzer, and he was, man. Where did this commercial air?
Sugar and a smooth seltzer line in 2023 with their familiar orange
Nigga.
taste, zero sugar, and a
Ain't
smooth
no way, bro.
4.5% alcohol.
This is why I don't watch TV.
While it may not have your 100% daily
That's
vitamin C
crazy.
like the original, the lack of sugar almost makes the vodka seltzer a safer option.
Okay, high C.
By mid-century, young
I don't get the seltzer hype. That shit trash. Only reason I don't really, you know what I'm saying? Only reason I fuck with them is because I already drink. What the fuck? I already drink sparkling water. So some of them, only ones I fuck with is the new Jones cut water. I just tried those for the first time like a few months ago. They kind of cool. I tried some cut water. And why there's like two little Mexican kids fighting outside my window right now over a soccer ball. But yeah, only reason I tried those hoes is because I already drank it. I'm like, all right, bet. Well, shit, I can get a little lit by drinking some sparkling water too. Why not? Fuck it.
and old
But
were
if you already don't really drink that shit, then yeah, it's like niggas. Why?
enjoying whatever kinds of juices they could get their hands on. With orange juice becoming more available and more popular as the decade went on, Niles Foster saw this and decided to take a crack at it on his own, inventing High C in 1946 and taking it to market the following year. Initially only available in orange flavor, the drink was packaged in large 56-ounce steel cans that were coated internally with an enamel that prevented corrosion. This meant that High C required no refrigeration before opening, which everyone agreed was probably fine. The original formula combined 10% orange juice concentrate with sugar, orange peel oil, orange essences, citric and ascorbic acids, with the High C moniker meant to reference its high vitamin content. After test marketing the drink in 1947, High C was launched nationally, starting out in the southern United States and expanding to California by 1949. The company was sold to the Minute Maid Corporation in 1954. Popular flavors during High C's rise to prominence were original orange, grape, apple, cherry, orange pineapple, pineapple grapefruit, Florida punch, and peach. Specialty flavors were introduced such as flash and fruit punch, orange lava burst.
Those are the only ones I've ever had in my whole entire life. I've never drinking one out of a fucking tin can. I'm not gonna lie, that shit sounds so unsafe. Nigga, this looks horrible. I would never drink this.
Specialty flavors were introduced such as flash and fruit
Now, I've had this before.
punch, orange
Obviously, I've had this. Shit's fire.
lava burst, and torrential.
Now, I've never had this. Torrential tropical punch? What the fuck does torrential mean? I want to try it, though. You never had orange drink powder in a can, just add water? Orange drink powder in a can. No. I've had wait. I've had Tang. I've had the shit with the orangutan on it. I've had that shit before. But no, you said orange drink powder? Nigga, that sounds... Huh? You what are you drinking? That nigga was drinking some radioactive shit, bro. But I've had Tang before, and that's like... It was orange drink powder with a monkey on it. With a orangutan on it. That shit was nasty, nigga. But we drank it because we got tired of drinking water.
Tropical punch. But we know there's a flavor that has been creeping up inside your brain since we uttered the words High C. Ecto Cooler. Originally Citrus Cooler, the 1980s saw a rebrand of the drink to coincide with the cartoon The Real Ghostbusters.
I don't think I ever tried that, though.
Ecto Cooler was sold in the late 1980s and featured the cartoon version of Slimer on the packaging, a trend that would last until 2001. When the flavor was discontinued. It saw brief resurgences in 2016 and 2021, linked to the two Ghostbuster reboots.
It's orange drink
Though
powder in the
obtaining the
white
limited
pack.
supply of ectoplasmic elixir was a task in and of itself.
That's the shit I got when I got locked up. Hey, the little hugs. Hey, you know, everybody, you already know. If you was in the trenches, if you was a trench baby, these little huggies, the little barrel jaws, whatever you want to call them, The quarter, we used to call them quarter drinks, like quarter juices. You could get that as $1 get you 4 of these bitches, and you be straight for the day. If you was a good little black kid, you had to. Your mom would give you like $5 type shit, man. I'm talking about real trenches. But yeah, oh yeah, party drinks whenever you. That's crazy, bro. That ass just bringing back memories. You go back to the little hood birthday parties. You got the little huggies, and you know you got them sitting on ice and shit. You be like, hell yeah, you got all type of flavors. At the parties, I be feeling like a boss. I get me a party cup. I take me 2 different flavors. I pull up, nigga. These was the shit.
In 1974, a company with the very inconspicuous name
I
of
still
the
drink
American
Big
Beverage
Hugs.
Corporation introduced the world to Little Hug fruit barrels.
Yeah,
The
fuck with these
ABC was
Jones.
already producing fruit drinks, ready-to-go alcoholic beverages, and cocktail mixers. But with their new 8-ounce barrel-shaped bottles with the foil caps, they created the first single-serve kids drink on the market, and really tapped into something great. A staple of family barbecues and birthday parties alike, Little Hugs featured all the finest flavors a kid could ask for, including
Yes.
lemonade, orange, fruit
Yep.
punch,
Yep.
blue raspberry,
Yep.
grape,
Ooh, that blue used to go
lemonade,
stupid.
orange, fruit punch, blue raspberry.
That blue, just look at it. Look how artificially delicious it looks. Bro, imagine that shit. I can taste it right now, bro. On a hot summer day, you've been running around playing with your fucking friends and your cousins and shit. You know, everybody, all the grown folks is listening to old people music, barbecuing and shit. You grab one of these bitches out the little ice cooler, you pop that top.
I'm about to bust.
Oh God, bro, for real, perfect timing. That's dead ass how you be feeling as a kid. That's literally equivalent to busting as an adult. You grabbing one of them bitches fresh out the ice cooler after playing and shit. Man, there's no feeling better. Especially a blue one.
berry, grape, kiwi, strawberry, tropical punch, and cherry berry. All sized
blue
to fit
one, man.
perfectly in one of those blue plastic coolers everyone's parents seem to have. There was
Always.
just something about that barrel shape that made them as fun to hold as they were to drink. In March of 2015,
Yeah, I felt like it was
the
a little
American Beverage
grenade of
Corporation
flavor.
sold the Little Hug brand to Harvest Hill Beverage Company for a whopping $55 million.
that blue used to go
Harvest
stupid.
Hill was also notable for obtaining both Juicy Juice and Sunny D. Like Thanos collecting the Infinity Stones, Harvest Hill won't rest until they have all the juices. This acquisition saw
All
a
the
cooling
juices.
down of the overall sugar content in the beloved juice barrels, and a renewed interest in the brand overall. Little Hugs even sponsored multiple races at Roush
Little
Fenway
Hugs.
Racing after
Word.
partnering with
I don't
them
really
in
care about that,
2017.
but
So
I do
you
fuck
can
with
watch
them
a
bitches. It's been
Hug-branded
so
car
long since I
hugging
had
some
one.
serious turns. Little Hugs actually feature less sugar than less sugar. However,
Less
the
sugar
use
than
of
less
artificial
sugar.
sweeteners such as aspartame, sucralose ingredients are approved by the FDA.
Yeah, what's the
They
next one,
remain
bro?
hard to resist.
Squeeze it.
A relative latecomer to the lunchbox juice game came into the scene guns a-blazing, only because their bottles could be used as a water gun after you
I only had the ones that was like Kool-Aid brand or the off-brand Johns. These ones look kind of weird. Like I've had some that was dead ass similar, but the Kool-Aid ones, I've had those. And then they even had one where it was terrible. They had a flavor enhancing pill that you could drop into that bitch and then it'll change the color of it. And man, I remember the Kool-Aid ones, but never those. You had a Kool-Aid one too? All right, yeah. I'm about to say these ones is weird.
finished the juice. Launched by General Mills in 1987
I
as a
remember them
test for
bitches, the
Denver
little pill
markets,
flavor
the
enhancer.
boisterous General Mills beverage
They was trying to get
Squeeze It
niggas hooked on
eventually
shit
became
early.
popular enough to expand nationwide, becoming one of the top-selling packaged juices in the U.S. in the early 90s. If the name doesn't ring a bell, the commercials definitely will to those who grew up in front of the TV. Each
Nah, not those
hourglass-shaped
commercials.
plastic bottle featured a different distinct character's face, each with their own lore and personalities. The massive marketing campaign introduced kids to Chucklin' Cherry, Smarty Arty Orange, Silly Billy Strawberry, Berry Be Wild, Rockin' Red Puncher, Mean Green Puncher,
Rockin' Red, what?
and Berry Be Wild, Rockin' Red Puncher,
Nigga, ain't that code for dog dick?
Mean Green Puncher, and Grumpy Grape, later renamed Galloping Grape after an attitude adjustment.
You know what? I wouldn't like these as motherfucking characters. because these are characters that have to get picked up and slurped on, cuh. What the fuck? Why are these characters, nigga? I'm glad I never saw this as a kid. I only saw the Kool-Aid Man and his version, and even his shit wasn't and like him as a bottle. It was him as a pitcher with regular bottles of juice that didn't have faces and personalities. That's kind of weird to me.
And while the style is popular now, Squeeze-It was notable for being the first fruit drink available in a squeezable bottle. Somebody had to invent it. Despite the memorable commercials, the introduction of silly characters wasn't enough to make Squeeze-It a lasting property. Sales began to decline in 1992 and continued steadily downward until they were fully discontinued in 2001.
Yeah, good, because I'm about to say, them motherfuckers is weird, cuh. But I'm glad that, you know, that those characters and that whole concept got scrapped. Like, that shit died out in 92. Nigga, I was born in 93. That's why I never heard of it. I'm glad I missed that craze. Because, nigga, that shit weird as shit. Sucking on niggas that shape like... And even look at this, bro. You can't tell me this shit don't look weird. Come on, cuz.
Part of Squeeze-It's downfall may have been due to changing health trends of the time, where a drink with only 10%...
Nah, they got tired of y'all looking like y'all was sucking off niggas and letting it squeeze in your mouth. It was weird.
And fruit juice, and the remainder being balanced out by a considerable amount of sugar,
suddenly
found itself abandoned on the store shelves. Parents apparently weren't thrilled with their children exceeding half of the recommended sugar intake in one goofy-faced bottle. Whatever the reason for consumers slowly squeezing out Squeeze-Its, General Mills made a valiant effort to keep the juices flowing. 100% fruit concentrate versions were released in 1993, followed by special color-changing bottles in 1996.
What did I just say? The color-changing, the flavor-enhancing pill. I don't know. I didn't pre-watch anything. I know, like, pre-watch, no, deadass. I was just talking about that.
Were released in 1993, followed by special color-changing bottles in 1996.
Yeah.
With a small tablet that could be dropped into the drink to magically change shades. Additional partnerships with Lifesavers and re-releases in 2006 and 2007 had fans hopeful that the resurgence of Squeeze-It might be on the horizon.
Had us dropping fucking pills in our fucking juice, bro, at the age of 3 and 4, man.
But so far, there are no plans to bring the gang back for a reboot. We'll never see how Galloping Grape has evolved. So what do you think? Do you miss 2 sugary drinks from the past? Let us know your favorite.
I don't, but this video was pretty cool. This is fun. I'm kind of glad them Squeeze-Its is gone, because that's a weird ass concept. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like that shit. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not a fan. Can't say I'm a fan.